Here's a staggering fact. Over the next 25 years, more than $120 trillion in wealth will change hands, passing from one generation to the next. But here's where it gets controversial. Only a fraction of heirs plan to stick with their parents' wealth advisors. According to Cerulli Associates, just 27% of future beneficiaries, think widows and children, intend to keep the advisor their benefactor trusted. For those who've already inherited, that number drops to 20%. But why? You might think heirs are ditching advisors to go it alone or embrace digital investing tools. Not exactly. When surveyed, half of heirs said they already had their own advisor, while 28% simply didn't have a relationship with their benefactor's advisor. Only 14% wanted to avoid financial advisors altogether, and just 10% felt the advisor didn't meet their needs. John McKenna, a research analyst at Cerulli, explains it this way. If parents pass away in their 70s or 80s, their heirs are typically between 40 and 60, already established wealth management clients with their own trusted advisors. They're not looking to start over. And this is the part most people miss. Benefactors themselves are surprisingly indifferent about whether their heirs keep their advisors. While 26% hope their children will stick with the family advisor, over half say they're unsure or leave the decision entirely to their beneficiaries. A small but notable 7% actively discourage it, often because there's no pre-existing relationship. So, whose responsibility is it to bridge this gap? The heart of the issue, according to Scott Smith, Senior Director of Advice Relationships at Cerulli, is a lack of open communication. Even among ultra-wealthy families, 20% of investors plan to leave their heirs in the dark about their wealth until after they're gone. The reality is likely worse. 34% of high-net-worth heirs say they only learned the details after their benefactor's death. Benefactors think they'll have these conversations before it's too late, Smith says. But the next generation often reports that those talks never happened. This silence creates a ripple effect. Advisors rarely get the chance to connect with the next generation and showcase their value. Smith argues it's up to advisors to nudge clients into having these uncomfortable but necessary conversations. It's not just about retaining assets, he emphasizes. It's about ensuring survivors aren't left scrambling when the time comes. But here's the